Well, here's the 28-inch heavy-duty Ohio shaper. I got it fired up today. Got these transformers yesterday that I'm running by. It's a 440 volt machine, 3-phase, so I had to get the power together. I've been oiling the heck out of it and kind of going over it and doing some test cutting, and I had to rob the big lantern style tool post off my lathe to make it run. I'm probably just going to buy a second-hand one for the shaper, but it's pretty solid. It's definitely putting up with this cut. This is 30 thou deep, and gosh, what is that? 20 to 30 thou step over, I think. I could probably grind my bit a little bit better. I'm gonna have to get used to the difference between metal lathe and metal shaper tooling, but they're fairly similar. The big vise, it's 14 inches, this vise, wide, and opens 14 and a half. Just monstrous swivel vise. It's a plain shaper. So the table's auto feeding. You can see the ratchety mechanism there, and the axle for the auto feed turning on each return stroke. Motor's humming away nice and quiet. Now this is a 5 V-belt drive. The machine is in back gear. That's this handle here. The motor is a 3 horsepower, 440 volt, 3-phase, wound rotor with slip rings, AC motor. And so that is run by a rheostat here, or rather, the speed is controlled by a rheostat. You can see that it's a selector for fast to slow, which is just a crazy way of doing stuff, but it actually does control the speed well. We'll open up the door here and watch the sliding block and the main gear. There's the back gear engaged, spinning around in there. The Ohio Machine Tool Company. Yeah. And right now I'm cutting a railroad track plate to be flatter because they often have a taper on them. They're canted a little bit inward. So first I flattened the sides so I can grab it nice in the vise here. Then I re-gripped it, swiveled the vise. Now I'm cutting the bottom flat so that I can then set it on some blocking in the vise and cut the kind of canted top section that the rail actually sits on flat with the base, so that I can then set my big railroad track anvil down on top of these ties I'm going to use for a stand, using these as brackets. So that's the first tryout project, but yeah, you can see why they called it Naismith's iron arm. It just shoves any steel it didn't want in its way just right off to the side. And that's not a big cut as far as shapers go, I guess, but it's substantial, and the machine just doesn't seem to notice it. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. More to come.